Ain't seen nothing yet. All right, Anthony on Air podcast brought to you by our good pals over at Jumpstart Coffee Company. We are talking about the Ghislaine Maxwell trial. Once again, Prince Andrew expected to be named as a co-conspirator, plus the ruling that came down, which is going to change the game a little bit for what is to come here during her trial in November. Also, the COVID coin conspiracy. We've got a crazy Rolling Stone false hospital story to tell you all about. Liberal media out of control.
Rolling Stone false
Rolling.
hospital story. Okay.
Rolling Stone. Vin Diesel has a huge gut.
I feel like I've seen that picture.
Jessica Chastain's armpit kiss. The four blondes that look alike. Triple H had a heart attack. Donald Trump is color commentating a fight, a boxing match. Jeff Bezos is trying to create this anti-aging company. And we are going to recap Frank's Brothers Party, where there was lies, deceit, and violence.
Dun, dun, dun.
And old hot dogs. Stick around for the end of the episode. Frankie C's here. What's up, my man?
Same old, brother. What's happening?
All right. So the ruling came down over the weekend, a couple of days ago. By the way, I hope everybody had a great Labor Day. Ruling came down from
that didn't seem sincere, by the way.
From the judge, Judge Allison Nathan, who said that the prosecution had to identify any unnamed co-conspirators that they plan on referencing at Ghislaine's trial. Meaning anybody that could, was a part of this whole thing that wasn't already disclosed, they had to disclose it ahead of time because the defense, there shouldn't be any surprises for them. It's called disclosure, you dickhead.
They gotta tell you everything by law.
By the way, all of our legal references about this Ghislaine trial is going to come from my cousin Vinny. Get used to it.
I feel like there was a video or something where a lawyer went through the My Cousin Vinny movie and was like, yeah, this is pretty accurate.
What was it?
I feel like there's a YouTube video with that. There's like funny. A lawyer going through the movie and like, yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm sure funny. Stuff has changed since that movie, but still.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be a lot of those references in there. So anyway, they do have to disclose all the names. And now this story is coming down that basically more than likely they will be naming Prince Andrew as a co-conspirator in this trial, which means that the person who's ninth in charge or ninth in line to get the throne to be the King of England.
Ninth?
He's ninth. Yeah, he's ninth on the list.
Yeah, we're all ninth. There's no, come on.
Hey, if King Ralph can make it there, there's a chance Prince Andrew can make it there.
Hey, if 8 people, yeah, come on.
Yeah. But anyway, he's good. He's more than likely going to be named, which I imagine, like, again, we talked about it. We know about it. We talk about it on a podcast. Other people will mention it. It's not really mainstream news, which It should be. And I feel like once you actually have his name come out in that trial, when they talk about him being a co-conspirator to this massive, ring that they were running here, it's going to be a big deal. It's going to be huge news. It's going to put pressure on them to have this guy come forward.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to say, we talked about all the conspiracies. We talked about all the stuff that was basically discovered, which was basically like all the police over in England just was kind of like, we're not going to follow, we're not going through with any of this stuff. I mean, it really is legit corruption at its finest and an embarrassment for that country. And they're plowing through with this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, there's gotta be like a person like Prince Andrew, you figure wherever he goes, he's got to have an entourage of people with him, right?
Yeah.
I mean, who are all those people? I mean, I'm sure there are witnesses and people that accompanied him, security, all that. I mean,
100%.
They've got to get all these people to testify or give some kind of statements or something at least.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're crossing their T's and dotting their I's, but I'm just saying, if I could think of that.
What's crazy is I mean, I know that's the thing. They're probably keeping everybody super quiet.
Right.
I mean, they don't have to disclose who was his bodyguard 15 years ago, whenever.
Not yet, anyway.
Right. And he's been basically locked up in that cat. Like, he has not made many public appearances.
Mm-mm.
I feel like he went to the funeral, right? Didn't he go to the funeral? But that was basically it.
Yeah, but no one's going to bother him at a funeral.
Exactly. They kept him away from everybody,
So,
But I'm surprised you don't see more people like out front, like where's the signs? Where's the protests? Where's the people that are like, give yourself up, like outside of that? Like that
maybe
really,
there
I don't
are.
know if that's a British thing. I don't know if they kind of do that.
I'm sure they protest. I mean, that's.
I'm sure they
right?
do. I'm sure they do. But I feel, and I would love to hear from my British friends on this one. I just feel like it's not a proper thing to do. Like,
Yeah, and I don't know what the laws are like on protesting. Like over here, I'm sure they're a little different than over there in terms of freedom to assemble, all that stuff. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, if they do that, I'm sure there are people. We just don't see it. We don't have camera. We're not reporting live from Buckingham Palace. Where nobody's doing that. At least not here.
Right.
So if any of our British friends across the pond can let us know what the status is over there, if there are protests or if anybody's covering this, at least.
I would love to know. I'm sure there's, well, I know there's some coverage of it, but I feel like it's not like hitting that I remember, and I was gonna say, like, I remember when like Princess Diana was like in her heyday, like that poor woman couldn't sneeze without it being in like 14, tabloids.
That's true.
How is this not getting that same sort of? It just doesn't have that same sort of heat.
Yeah, I mean, is it being as reported on as it should be, or is it being covered up? I don't know how the media works over there. I'm sure it's there's free press and all, but I don't know how free. I don't know.
And I also feel like, and again, and I say that, let me explain too when I say, like, I don't know if the British would really do that. To protest something like this and possibly get arrested for, you have to have a good amount of crazy in you. Not to say that you're not justified, like, because it would be great if people did it. But you have to have a certain amount of crazy for you. I don't know how many people there are in England, but there's 300-something million people in the United States. Like, that's a big enough number to have that much crazy for people to protest against damn near anything.
Yeah, no, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a numbers game. Like, here we would do that. That shit's easy. There,
if you have 10 people, chances are one of those 10 is not protesting something. But let me see. England.
Yeah, how big is England? What's the population of England? Can you find that out? And I'll tell my little anecdote here. When I worked in this city, when I was at CBS FM. Our studios were in Times Square, like right where the ball drops and everything else. So we had Times Square, you had Bryant Park, you had Rockefeller Center. It was all, and a couple blocks away, you had Macy's, where the Thanksgiving Day Parade was. You had pretty big landmarks, Columbus Circle, right? It was all in that 15, 20 block radius, being right in the middle of Midtown. Frank worked like down the block, so he could back this up. Every day, there was a protest for something.
Oh,
like,
sure.
I learned about like at least 3 or 4 countries in a month because I was like, oh, they're being dicks. Like somebody's protesting this thing in this country somewhere the fuck else. And everybody who, immigrated from that country here is fucking walking around. And I'm like, I've never even heard of yours. I don't even know who you people are. And
there's always a protest going on.
Every day there was a protest. Every single day.
So in population of the United Kingdom, 67 million.
Well, that's pretty good. That's more than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was like in the 30s or 40s.
Yeah, England. It was.
But that's UK proper. So that's also Ireland and Scotland and.
Yeah, it's not giving me just England. 67. It's everything I'm looking at. Says 67
Norway,
million.
Parts of Russia. I think that they kind of just forgot about.
Okay, what is the population of London? Is 9 million.
Oh, 9 million. That's how many people are in Manhattan.
That's London. Yeah, that's the population of Manhattan.
That's not even New York City. That's one of the 5 boroughs. So yeah, that's
which is insane.
Yeah.
It's
are you drinking blood out of a tiki cup? What's happening here?
Yes. It's cranberry juice.
Okay. With vodka?
Nope. Just cranberry juice.
Just cranberry.
I would tell you if it was vodka. It's just cranberry juice.
Are you on your period?
No, I have a UTI.
Got it.
No, I don't. I just like cranberry juice. It's not that much sugar.
That's from The Departed. Remember, he kept drinking cranberry juice, and they all kept asking him if he would. Why? I never got that. Is that something that women do?
If you were what? They were asking him if he was what?
If he was on his period. Remember?
I have no idea.
Because they were all like raging alcoholics, but Leonardo DiCaprio always just ordered a cranberry juice, and everybody in that movie asked him if he was on his period.
Well, I don't remember that.
Which I never got. That was, it was one of those jokes where it seems like a commonplace joke, but you never heard of it before. Huh? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's funny, but I don't know why.
But I don't know why. I've never heard
anybody add up about that.
Yeah, that's one of those weird ass things. So anyway, this is a big why we're leading the show. This is obviously Prince Andrew, but who else is going to be named? Because now they have to disclose this, and as soon as they do, Ghislaine's going to release, her people are going to release it. So
do we know when it's coming out?
When they have to disclose it by?
Yeah. Soon.
Yeah, it has to be relatively soon because they need to have adequate time to prepare.
Yeah, because the trial starts at the end of November. Yeah. 3 months. That's 3 months away. So they got to, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So basically it's got to be soon. Judge Nathan wrote in her decision, the government provides no explanation. Hold on a second. Prosecutors must disclose all co-conspirator statements it intends to offer at trial.
So they have until the trial.
No, that they intend to.
I see.
Talk about at trial, arguing that the government's claim that the revelation would cause potential danger to co-conspirators or risk compromising continuing investigations. She said that was bogus. She says in her statement, the government provides no explanation for this purported harm, and none is apparent to the court. Thus, the court finds that this concern alone does not outweigh the risk of surprise to the defendant in the case or the need for the parties to litigate co-conspirator issues in advance of trial to ensure the absence of delay. Meaning if they have to talk to anybody, interview anybody ahead of time, they need to have all this information all kind of figured out ahead of time. So that'll be interesting to see. Our good pals over at Jumpstart Coffee Company, proud new sponsors. We're so excited to have them on board, Frankie C. I am not drinking cranberry juice.
Look at that.
Look at that. Lovely.
That's the stuff right there.
With my new almond milk. I got a new almond milk too. I'm very big on
almond milk.
I found the perfect combination. This new almond milk and Jumpstart coffee is just what I need, my friend.
How do you get almond milk?
You squeeze an almond.
That doesn't make sense.
You squeeze an almond booby and
see, now that makes sense.
That's basically how it happens. I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? Great coffee, great cause. That's what they say. Jumpstart Coffee delivers on two main mission goals: to produce great tasting, fresh roasted coffee that is roasted to order and delivered to your door within days, and support our military veterans by donating 50% of their profits to the Navy SEAL Foundation programs designed under 5 pillars of support: strength, resilience, health, education, and community. They are extraordinary. Chris and the whole crew have been so lovely. They've got some coffee on the way to Frankie C and Jay Sam's. I'm excited for you guys to try it too.
Can't wait to try it.
And the only blend that I did not have, I just kind of mentioned this as fact because I always like to be honest with everybody that I didn't try this one yet. Chris is like, he was like, my apologies. I got a whole batch coming your way. So I'm super excited.
Love it. Can't wait.
That. Yeah, they got the espresso blend. That's the one that I have not tried yet. So I can't wait to get into it, but I can speak to the dark roast and the medium roast. I absolutely love those two. They're so good. I didn't think I would like the medium roast because I'm kind of like a dark roast espresso-y guy. Mm-hmm. But I got to tell you, that medium roast was full flavored. It was buttery and delicious.
I'm in, baby.
Delicious. Love it.
Can't wait.
Save 15% off right now your order when you use the promo code AOA15 at checkout. That's AOA15 at checkout. Use the link in the description to make your order, or get the banner, click the banner on the homepage of AnthonyOnAir.com.
That's what my tiki glass is missing: coffee. See that? Yes. I mean, cranberry juice is nice and all, but
there's nothing like coffee. sweet. I made my coffee pre-show. I was like, this is going to be delicious. There's very few things you can look forward to in life anymore.
Little treats. You get these little treats every now and then.
Little treats.
They're fun.
That is basically it.
Nice little milestones to look forward to.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know if coffee's a milestone, but it's a good stone.
You know, like treats for me are like, oh, my kid left a little pizza before they left their whole entire crust, you know? Like those are the treats I'm used to. So when I can make myself my own little
terrible
coffee,
treat.
Thank you.
Getting leftover pizza from your kid that he probably slobbered over and
most definitely slobbered over. Yeah, definitely slobbered over.
Right.
That shit.
So what the hell is this COVID coin conspiracy?
COVID coin conspiracy, Frankie C. My wife tells me that the 2020 United States quarter has bats on it. Now I say to my wife, I love you, but this is in no way true. And you are batshit. There's a bat, all right. You're batshit crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her to stop going to, Paulie's Pittsburgh blog and getting all this bullshit information.
So do we have a 2020 quarter?
Yes.
You do.
We have a 2020 quarter, first of all.
Let's take a look at this son of a bitch.
And it is 1 billion% true. Now, a couple technicalities here. The quarter is part of the America the Beautiful quarter series, in which they produce limited amounts of, several quarters. Like, for instance, in 2020, this year, I think they've only put out one quarter. But in 2020, they put out 5 quarters.
Okay.
And one of the 5 quarters
has a bat on it.
Has a fucking bat on it. Which, by the way, I'm bringing it up for everybody right here. Which, by the way, the design, this whole thing was chosen in and produced in 2019.
Can I ask what the other quarters were? Because maybe there's a theme and it makes sense.
No, you may not.
Okay. It's fine.
And so I go, this is bullshit, but I go, lo and behold, I go to the U.S. Mint.
All right, so it's a national park thing.
It's a national park thing, but look, it's 2 fucking bats on the fucking 2020 quarter. Are you kidding me? What are the odds of that occurring? Now, the same year we decide, we've never done this before in the history of our 200-plus-year-old country. Let's stick some bats on the back of our quarter.
What are the other ones?
Also happens to be the same fucking animal that produced the global pandemic.
Yeah, no, that is weird. I'll give you that.
That's fucking weird.
What are the other ones?
All right, I'll give you the other ones.
Are these legal tender? Are they quarters? Like
yes. Now they only make like 50 or 60 of each. They don't make a lot.
All right.
Here's all the years.
I thought these were like mass produced. Like I'll get them at the, at the store or something.
And here's 2020. So this is what they made. The bat one is for the National Park of American Samoa. Is one from Connecticut, U.S. Virgin Islands, Vermont, and Kansas.
Okay, so maybe in American Samoa, the bat is like the big thing down there.
That's
like
the
national
right now.
Not national, but the
I'm surprised Bruce Wayne hadn't been canceled for all his bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Tell me that's not weird. Tell me
it is weird. It's weird. I'll give you that. But wait a second.
People are gonna say this shit was predicted by the U.S. Mint in 2020.
What is with the it says date, and it says 1988. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
It was released February 3rd, 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a month before. That's not good.
It was released 2020. Yeah, but you can see here. Hold on. They decided.
No, I'm sure they had to map it out and stuff.
Yeah, somewhere on this page it says.
There you go. Content last reviewed August 2nd, 2019.
Right. So this was announced and out in August of 2019.
I like that the designer is Dick Masters.
What?
See right above the date?
Oh, Richard
It says
Masters.
Dick Masters.
I'm like, John Flanagan designed it. Who designs a quarter?
Oh, the reverse.
That's a pretty big deal.
Obverse? It's not front and reverse or front and back. It's obverse and reverse.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Come on.
Technicalities and honestly. Such.
But yeah, that's a weird one. That's not man, you know, I like when conspiracy theorists they go and they have to like dig for something. This is like not they didn't have to go anywhere for this.
The only way this could be more perfect is if that fucking bat had a mask on.
That would be good. What's the other side? Is the other side at least it's Washington?
George Washington with a mask.
With a mask on. I don't know why he's naked. He has no give him a shirt at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a definite weird one. And I don't blame the conspiracists for that one. It's a weird one.
By the way,
look up. Go ahead.
Do you know what these little see the P right there?
Yeah.
And the D. Do you know what those mean?
What do they mean?
It's where they were made, where they were minted.
Philadelphia and
Denver.
Denver? Is it Denver?
Yep.
Washington.
West Point, Privy Mark.
Kidoki.
San Francisco.
Oh, there you go.
And there's the other
side. Yeah, there you go. Cool.
Yeah.
So now I want to look because I want to see if the bat
by the
has
way,
any kind of American Samoa. I mean, it's number 2. When I look up American Samoa animal, there's the Samoa flying fox, and then it's the bat. It's the Pacific sheath-tailed bat. Mm-hmm. So I have to think that in American Samoa, the bat is a big deal.
Do you know what e pluribus unum means?
Yes.
Government's lying to you. That's what that means.
That is what that means. That's verbatim.
Actually, I'm sorry. It means Fauci's full of shit.
You're an ass. You're a jerk. But look at how the mama bat is taking care of the baby bat. Isn't that nice?
Remember the $20 bill 9/11 folding thing? That fucked me up for a long time.
Yeah, that got you good.
Who figured that out? That's
someone with a lot of time said, you know what? 20. I don't even know why they decided to do that. Like, oh, if I fold it, I bet they were just screwing around with it, you know, sitting there just at like the dinner table, just folding it up, trying to make like a paper airplane. And they just noticed the thing. So that is it's another weird one. There's a lot of weird coincidences in our money.
A lot. And I remember like, I think I had the same reaction to the first time somebody showed me this. They're like, this is all predicted in our money, right? And I'll be like, fuck you. This is
Has anybody folded up any other money to see if there's something else coming?
I spent 4 weeks in 2001 folding money.
Yeah. I mean, if anybody comes across a 50 or 100, let us know if you could fold it up and notice anything weird, because that might help us.
It might.
It's messed up, man.
What am I looking at here? What is this one?
Yeah, that's the Capitol building. You fold it up, and it's got the trees. The trees look like.
Man, that's like smoke. What are these though? These are all the.
Oh, those are all the dollars.
If you fold all the other bills the same way.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like, if you go, it's like, if you look, the $5 bill is normal Twin Towers. The 10 is like first hit.
Oh.
The 50 is it's crumbling, and then the 100 is it's gone.
Holy shit. That is fucked up. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Is there a way to make that bigger?
I can. It's not terribly large to begin with.
Yeah, that's a weird thing.
Oh, if I click, wait, hold on.
Yeah, you gotta click that. There you go.
Yeah,
that works.
I guess. Wow, I guess you can kind of. It's all disappeared. Wow, that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's like a step by step. It's weird.
I never even realized this. Holy shit!
I saw this once before, and once you picked it up here, it reminded me.
Yeah, I feel like I might have seen this once before too, but I've forgotten about it. That is insane.
Yeah, it's a weird one. What about the $1 bill? I forget the $1 bill. It doesn't count.
The $1 bill.
Yeah. That doesn't count.
Doesn't work. It blows the whole thing. It blows the whole
It
thing.
blows the whole thing up. The $2 bill? Nope.
That's weird, though, isn't it?
It is very strange.
Yeah, I apologize to people that are watching. I think Frank described it pretty good, though, all the money together.
Yeah, from 5, 10, 20, 50, and $100 bills.
Yeah.
If you fold it like airplanes, 5 shows what looks like the Twin Towers. A 10 shows one of them. It looks like one is on fire. The 20 looks like they're both. 50 looks like they're collapsing, and the 100 looks like it's just smoke coming up.
That's so weird. So strange.
Yep. No, that's a weird one.
The false hospital story. Here's another one that
what do we got?
Like, how could this be? And this bothers me about I hate. Some people are like, oh, the left gets a break, their media gets a break, and I hate when people complain about it. But in some instances, it's really true, and this is one of those instances. So Rolling Stone reported on this story. They were the ones who really kind of blew it up, and they were forced to, instead of retracting it, they said it was an update, which was total bullshit. Like this should have been a retraction. Here's what happened. On Friday, they published testimony from a Dr. Jason McClea, who told a local news station in Oklahoma. So he talked to Oklahoma news, whatever local station they have there. And then Rolling Stone got wind of it. They called him, interviewed him further, and then published the story. And the story was that one of the local hospitals there was being overrun by patients who were ODing on a certain medicine that a certain popular podcaster took to get over a certain global pandemic virus. It starts with an I, and I can't say it because, as we've learned, that YouTube is like squishing down any video that mentions that phrase, that particular phrasing. And that was pretty evident. If you look back at our last 3 videos, we got 14,000 views, 21,000 views. And then where we said the word, we got 4,000 views. So, shadow banning there going on there for sure. So, and again, we talked about this when we talked about Rogan, and I was kind of like, I don't understand why everybody is so upset about this, or the fact that people are championing this thing that I've never even, who's ever really even heard of this?
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, it's such a, anybody who's like, I knew that
Yep.
I'm afraid of what's going to happen now.
See, now, you didn't finish it, though. It's like saying Beetlejuice 3 times. If you say Beetlejuice 3 times, then
Should we say Allen Iverson? That's it. Kind of sounds close.
Yeah, Iverson.
Yeah,
Allen Iverson. That's good.
But I feel like anybody who's like, oh, I knew about this for years is full of shit.
Unless you own horses.
Yeah, I'll give you a couple of months. You might have known about it if you are like hardcore into, doing your own research, as people like to say.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so this Dr. Jason McClea tells Rolling Stone that the hospital is being overrun with people that are ODing on this. What would you call it? Medicine, really.
It is.
Which resulted in other patients waiting for treatment. McClea claimed that the situation was so bad that gunshot victims were being neglected at the hospital because this was being so overrun with these people.
That seems weird. Okay, so now none of that was true. So what's this guy's story?
I don't know, and I would love to hear from him, but everybody ran with it. Rolling Stone published this piece, then MSNBC and Rachel Maddow shared it. And then it was just Daily News, Newsweek, The Guardian, Insider. Like, this is what happens. And everybody just picks it up and runs and cites back to their original source. It was so bad. It caught such a huge wave. And here's the thing, like Rachel Maddow's text tweet was patients overdoing on I word, backing up rural Oklahoma hospitals and ambulances. The scariest one I've heard of and seen is people coming in with vision loss, is what she quoted the doctor. They're so um they're so quick to like pass judgment on stuff that nobody is willing to do their due diligence anymore. And again,
well, I'm looking. Yeah, go ahead.
I talked about this when I talked about the local, all those local radio hosts that died of COVID. I don't expect them to get it right. They're dopes who entered a stupid business who just copy what other people say. I'm a little less forgiving of the Rachel Maddows and the Hannitys of the world because they have massive staffs that work for them that should be backing up all of this information that they're putting out on their own airwaves.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Agreed. Now, what's good is that I did a quick search and I'm looking it up and everybody's taking it back. Everybody's like fact checking. This is wrong. This blah, blah, blah. So at the very least,
right,
it's not being buried and everybody's being called out on it, which is good, which is the way it should be. You know,
so the hospital,
that's good.
The hospital had to put out a statement which said that this McClea is affiliated with a medical staffing group, that he has not worked at the location in question for 2 months, nor has he treated anybody. They said, although Dr. Jason McClea is not an employee of NHS Sequoia, that's the hospital, he is affiliated with a medical staffing group that provides coverage for our emergency room. With that said, Dr. McClea has not worked in our Solisol location in over 2 months. NHS Sequoia has not treated any patients due to complications related to taking.
Right. Here's the thing. Go ahead.
This includes not treating any patients for overdose.
You think the number one call that you would make, like if this doctor or whoever handed me this story and said, this is what's going on in Oklahoma's hospital.
Right.
You would think the very first call that I would make would be to the hospital administrator to go, hey, I just got this.
Yep.
One of your staff is saying this. Because hospitals have PR people, hospitals have administrators, or is it hospital administrator suite? Okay. Remember when the guy jumped on George's car? Anyway. But that there's an easy 1 or 2 phone calls you make. Yeah. I don't understand why they just.
Let me clue everybody into what Frank's talking about. Called a second source. If you can get a second independent person to back up the first source, guess what you have? A story.
Yeah, not even that. I mean, it doesn't. You call the hospital. You don't call someone who works there occasionally, or whoever the hell this guy is.
Right.
A doctor that's there for one shift or whoever it is. You call the person in charge of the hospital and say, "This is the news. What the fuck?"
But it pisses me off that Rolling Stone fixed the story and put it down as an update instead of what it really should be, which is a retraction. You should be retracting your bullshit story, it's not an update. That is a retract. You got it wrong.
When did Rolling Stone not become a music magazine?
Oh, anymore? Please. We've gone off the Vanity Fair, Rolling. And in some cases, it's good because some of the Epstein stuff has come out of Vanity Fair and shit like that. But some of these places are. What's the other one that's just fucking out of. I'm like, it's not even. I forget what it was. It's Vogue, maybe? Maybe it's Vogue or something.
Vogue sounds right.
It's like, what? You're a fashion magazine. What are you talking about?
I don't know how they have investigative reporters or whatever.
I've never seen anything like it. I have never seen anything like it.
I think the next big story to break is going to come from Highlights magazine.
Yeah, I think so.
You're going to read about it in the dentist office. You're going to be sitting there figuring out what's different between these 2 pictures. And then when you turn the page, it's going to be breaking news.
Fucking. Oh, they got to Frank.
Yeah.
All right there, big man.
My iPad fell over.
the scoop story of 2021 is going to belong to Horse and Hound. That's, I think, what's going to happen.
They're up and coming. That magazine. They're going to break through, and
let me tell you something, Frank. They got reporters on the ground,
4 feet on the ground.
That's right, with their ears to the ground. You know how.
Just don't stand behind them. They kick you.
By the way, I cannot stop watching videos where the owners of a dog will say something that they know their dogs go crazy for, and like just to get
really?
that reaction.
Oh, that.
Yeah, the new thing on TikTok is to pretend like you're on the phone, but say all the words your dog like will react to, and they like, I saw this one dog who was just
That's
chewing
like
on
torture.
a bone. Yeah, and they were like, I don't know, I might go for a walk later. The dog was like, what? He was like, he just kind of looked that side eye, like, what?
Yeah, that might be a treat for me. I don't know.
Fucking adorable.
Those are the best.
So yes, this was today's, left-wing liberal media bullshit story. Can I say a couple things on the I word?
No.
Okay. I heard Dr. Drew talk about this, and again, this is not a, it's Dr. fucking Drew. Okay, take that for what you will.
The guy that was on The Masked Singer.
Yeah, but he says that experiments like this occur all the time, and that you just because something is used for one thing doesn't mean that it can't be used for another.
Totally.
And that there's nothing wrong really with, if a doctor prescribes it and they're your physician and they're trustworthy and everything like that, there's it's okay. It's okay to give it the old college try. I mean, I don't know if that's something that I would do, but Joe Rogan is kind of in that world of like, let's try fucking anything, and so more power to him. The other thing that I want to say is I watched Joe because he had Tom Segura on. I haven't watched Joe Rogan in like 2 or 3 months, but he had Tom Segura on, who's a stand-up comic who I fucking love. Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer are just my comedian guys right now. Anything they put out, I love. And what Rogan said I found to be interesting, although I don't completely agree with it. He was saying that because the reason why everybody is shitty, because for the life of me, I can't understand why anybody would shut the door on anything. Okay, drinking bleach, we could shut the door on.
I think we could hang that one up.
Even though he didn't technically say that, he was thinking out loud, and it was still stupid.
Injecting bleach in there. I think we're going to have some, maybe shove a UV light up your ass. It's going to be great. I think they're talking about maybe cleaning the blood with bleach. Yeah, okay.
Okay, we talked about it at the time. I'm on the record of saying something you bring up at a closed-door meeting that you preface with, hey, there's no bad ideas here. It's not something you wonder about in the middle of a press conference with the whole world watching you. Anyway.
Kind of like nuking a hurricane. Yeah, you don't.
Right. Similar. Right. Well, you don't really forget many of the missteps there, do you?
They're because they're big. They're big ones. If they were small, like, he said something stupid, whatever. I don't know. He wears a weird. I don't give a shit. But if it's a big thing, like nuke a hurricane, that tends to stick with you.
I can't wait to see what he's going to come up with at the fight this weekend, Trump. But that's to come.
These are the best hits I've ever seen. Everyone, if I were in the ring, it would be the best. See, that's the kind of stuff he should be doing.
God forbid somebody gets knocked out and they're on their back sleeping. He's going to be like, looks like Sleepy Joe to me. There he is.
As we all know, this guy got robbed, just like I got robbed in the election. We all know I won. This guy, if it goes to the cards.
If it goes to the cards, forget it.
He's going to be like, he got robbed. Let's do a recount. Send it to Arizona. Here's what we're going to do.
Although it would be hilarious if he said, I want to recount on those cards. That would be fucking funny.
See, that's a good opportunity for a joke. Yeah. But it's serious. I never joke.
So anyway, this is what Joe was saying. He was saying that the reason why there's such, because again, I can't figure out why there's such a backlash. Because I honestly feel, this is where I was. Any chance, I feel like if somebody was like, I wonder if we liquefy turkey shit, if that might work. I feel like let's start testing that on some mice.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing.
Agreed.
Nobody's tested the I word.
Well, they have.
Or maybe they have a little bit, but there's not enough research done yet.
Yeah. From what I understand, from what Dr. Drew said, it has been used treating viruses in the past.
Hey, if it does, if it helps, great.
It's
Love
not,
it.
yeah, but it's not totally unfounded. But why everybody is so against it, it's beyond me. And I mean that by you have your Rolling Stones and your CNNs that are like, this is this and this is kind of crazy. It's kind of like, well, it's fair to say it's unproven, but
right.
And then everybody on Twitter like jumps on board and is like, yeah, this is bullshit or this is fucking crazy.
There are people who are loud and take it to the extreme, but you can't go on TV. I mean, what you can say is this is a possibility. We're not sure yet. They're testing it. You can't say, well, this is working, because it's not yet. We can't. You have to.
And by the way, like,
be careful with what advice you give people.
Yeah, and somebody, I don't know if it was you or I feel like it was somebody in the comments.
It good?
Maybe it was
Jen. It was me.
It was Jen, but they were like, "Oh, so they got cured by like it was everything else that he took that helped," which I kind of agree with.
He did take like 10 things,
and he took monoclonal antibodies, which is like the thing that helped Trump, like, and the thing that they're pushing right now for, like, this is what they're giving COVID patients that are in really bad shape. They're giving them the monoclonal.
Right, and he
antibodies.
took that. He was, he went to the hospital. I don't know if he
took a vitamin C shot. He did a bunch. He did like 7 things.
He hit this thing with a cannon.
Honestly, I would have been like, you can leave that one out. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's not. Right. I would have tried 2 other things. Like, he just 7. It's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, he practically did the Pulp Fiction thing to the heart. That's basically what he did.
Fuck you, Lance. Answer.
So I got a dead woman here.
I'm gonna stab her 3 times. No, I'm not gonna fucking stab her 3 times. Just stab her once.
I've never done this before. Hey,
that's one of the greatest scenes. That fucking guy, Lance is the best. I'm not gonna fucking stab her 3 times. You're gonna stab her once.
Yeah, but you gotta hand it to John Travolta.
You got a magic marker? A what? A black pen, a fucking black felt pen, a magic marker. He's fucking screaming out. Anyway, here's my point. Joe Rogan said that the reason why everybody's against this eye medicine is because that in order to get emergency approval for the vaccines, you have to prove that there's no cure for the illness in order to get that, which would make sense. So what he was basically saying is the reason why everybody is poo-pooing and shitting on this is because everybody still wants you to go out and get vaccinated, which is a very interesting thing to say. And my opinion on that is, and I'd love to know yours, Frank, I would say that there's probably some truth to that. But my problem comes where you're talking about a virus. It doesn't matter what the virus is. AIDS, COVID, the common cold, the flu. There is no cure for a virus. Whatever virus it is, there is no cure. There's treatments. There is no cure. So to say the reason why everybody's putting that down is because it's a cure and they want everybody to get the thing, I get it. It makes sense. But the huge hole in that argument for me is, but we've not cured a virus. There's no viral cure. So you were never going to get that. You know what I mean? Like, never. If this thing was a cure to this particular virus, I mean, you're talking about one of the greatest scientific revelations of all time. Like, next to the polio vaccine. You know what I mean? Like, it just...
Yeah. And the coincidence that we had it before the virus existed would be very weird.
I just have a hard time.
It's weird because, to think that it's a cure. Yeah, again, it's a leap. Maybe it helps. We don't know yet. And the reason I'm a fan of the vaccine and all this, because that's, at least it's been proven across millions of people to be helpful.
Right.
People are not getting as sick with it. This eye medicine is, I don't know how many people have. I'm sure people have taken it who haven't, are just taking it, who don't necessarily have COVID.
Yeah.
But there's no study. Like, I want to see the studies. I want to see that either they've approved it or they've given it out and they're like, all right, CDC or FDC, what's it called?
I'd like to get the SEC on it too. I know they're really more for stocks, but I feel like let's get everybody working on it.
The FDA, I want to get it. Yeah, let's get everybody. But if they say, yeah, this could help you, or even if they actually said it's a cure, great. But nobody significant has said it yet. If the doctors, the scientists are saying it, that's who I'm listening to. Not a host of a podcast. No offense to us, but we don't know what we're talking about. Maybe it helped him. Maybe it helped Joe Rogan. Maybe it, something in him, it reacted with something else he took or whatever, and it cured him.
It's hard to tell.
We don't know.
I like that he was adventurous to try everything, but I wish he would have tried it in different
circumstances. He took 10 things and
took it all at once. It's hard to know which one worked. The other thing he took, the NDA drip, it was some crazy shit. He was talking about the fact that it's so powerful that you have to like spread out this really tiny dose, over a long period of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just listening to him going, I would never fucking do this ever. Like ever. So, yeah. I just wouldn't, like for what purpose? Like there's no, like honestly, if I had to bet, the monoclonal antibodies and the massive amounts of vitamin C that he took like in the days after.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was in outstanding shape to begin with is probably what helped him get over it so quickly.
Exactly. I mean,
my guess.
Yeah. Plus, and maybe the eye medicine, maybe it helped a little. Who knows? We don't know.
Maybe it did. Yeah.
Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it did nothing. Who knows? Because, when the scientists come out and go, yeah, this will help you, then I'll be like, sign me up. If I get COVID, I'll take it if they're telling me to take it. Because they don't know better than I know.
But yeah, but like what Dr. Drew is basically saying, like he was saying, does it work? Who knows? But to prescribe such a non-dangerous thing to a patient that is willing to try it and in good health, like he's like, it didn't warrant the backlash that it got and is still getting. And it was funny, like Tom Segura pointed out to Joe, he was like, people were so mad that you took that medicine that they were like, I wish he would have just died from it. And it's kind of like,
that's ridiculous.
And I realize that's an extreme, probably a handful of people.
That's ridiculous.
That's insane.
Yeah. Here's, I think, part of the frustration. I think a lot of it comes out of frustration because of the arguments being made. You have the vaccine, and everybody's, I'm not taking it. I don't know what's in it. I don't know what it'll do to me, blah, blah, blah. And then they come up with horse deworming medicine, and they go, yeah, I'll take that. And it's just, that's the mind-boggling part of it, which I get, because it's like, here's a thing that we've been working on. The scientists came together. They came out with this vaccine. It's going to help. Here, take it. Free.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, again, this goes back to, am I glitching?
You're glitching a little bit. But, I think that's part of the frustration, is that people were handed this vaccine, and everybody, well, half the country went, nah, I'm not going to take that. You can't make me take that. That's ridiculous. And then someone, not a scientist, a podcast host goes, I took this medicine that they use on animals. And everybody went, yeah, I'll take that. It's like, what was your problem with the vaccine? Doctors and scientists were telling you to take this. And a podcast host tells you to take a vet medicine, and you're like, no problem. That's the frustration.
I don't know if that was most people. Am I back?
You're back.
I don't know if that was most people, but certainly a fair amount.
Right. Yeah. That's the frustrating part. With that's the backlash I think you're getting from people who are pro-vaccine and skeptical on the horse thing.
I also think there's a certain type of a person, and I feel like I am this person to a degree, that just loves the alternative thing. Like I said, I
Sure.
love white chocolate over regular chocolate. I love Dave Matthews over, but like
Good
there's,
music.
I always, fucking asshole. I always tend to like go to that like, oh, this is different. I kind of like this. Everybody likes that, but I don't know. This is kind of more appealing.
Yeah,
And I feel
you're
like
very special.
people, no, but I feel like there's people out there like that, and that's that same sort of mentality.
Yeah, but you saw that the vaccine was a positive thing, and you took it.
Agree. I don't. Yeah, right. My. But because that's just it made sense to me. But
That's the point. It made
right.
sense.
My illustration is there's sometimes people gravitate just towards that. Like it's like the same reason why I feel like people marry serial killers
What?
in jail. Like like people are like, oh, I love that. It's like, what was he? He's misunderstood. I'm gonna fix him. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's the same sort of thought. It has to be bizarre, out of the box, crazy fucking thing. And I think that's what people are thinking of. Here's the other thing I think it is too. I think when I was about to say Bush, when Trump said about the hydroxychloroquine, whatever the fuck that was, people lost their shit on that too. And again, like I had the same stance. I don't understand why people are so close-minded to shit. Now, do I think he should have just had those conversations behind closed doors with scientists and doctors and experts and let them hash out what the best thing is? I do. But at the same time, the outrage out of media outlets and people, I didn't think that was that warranted. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
especially when you have the bleach thing, different thing. But especially when you have something that you cannot get without a doctor being like, "Here you go. Here's your script."
Yeah,
you're safeguarded. So it's not that big of a thing.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, the problem is that the first time we heard it, it was from him. It wasn't from the scientists. When you pull out the scientists and the scientists go and the doctors say, we're looking into hydrochloroquine. This might be the big thing. We'll let you know. But no, what we got was him going, it's a beautiful thing. We got hydrochloroquine. It's going to be great. It's the best thing. I'm taking it. It's great.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, I'm not listening to this idiot. That's what happened with that. You have the spokesperson, half the country saw as a giant idiot. And the other half was like, maybe I'll take it. I don't know. And then that's caused a rift with that. When you politicize the medicine, that's where you come into trouble. That's why medicine and science shouldn't be given to us by politicians. It should be given to us by the scientists and the doctors who study and research this stuff. Yeah. I don't want politicians telling me what drugs to take.
There's another story that I didn't choose for this episode, but it basically is a report that not so great things were going on in Wuhan labs, and Fauci and the whole, his group there was funding it. I didn't put it into this episode because I thought talking about Vin Diesel's fat gut was more important.
Understandable.
But and not to say that we won't get there. We won't go there on a future episode. And anybody who's really super interested in it can just Google it. It's out there. But that's part of the problem, is that people have lost a lot of people have lost their faith in any sort of authority. And that includes, doctors.
It's a shame, man. It really is.
A lot of people do not like Fauci, and a lot of people feel like, he did some bad things. And look, I feel like people cross some lines sometimes, and even the best people, in order to do what they think is best, make mistakes. And maybe that's the thing here with Fauci. Maybe that'll be proven over time. Again, I feel like let it all come out, and it'll all come out. If it's going to be there, it's going to be there. And if it ain't there, it'll come out that it ain't there with him.
Hopefully we have time to wait, because,
in the meantime, Frank, you got to fucking believe in something. You can't just walk around going, everything is bullshit, because it just, that's A, no way to live, and B, at some point you have to put your faith into other people.
Exactly, or else we would never progress.
Yeah.
In let's just take, for example, science. We would never progress unless stuff was already done for us. If we had to start over every time with anything, like start from scratch, we would never progress. Like, we know all these laws of physics and science and chemistry because someone already did it in the past and someone proved these things. Then, knowing that, we're able to take that on faith and go, all right, now I can move forward with what I'm doing because someone took care of the stuff that I don't need to spend time thinking about.
Right.
There's people that did that.
And that's not to say that you shouldn't be skeptical. And I believe it's our duty as Americans to
question stuff. Absolutely.
To question things and to constantly scrutinize our leaders and our government. I believe that that's healthy. By the way, that's why we have a First Amendment, because that's the media's job, is
that's
to
the point.
Scrutinize and question. 100%. But I feel like that's gotten to a level of insanity where everything is a lie.
Everything, like to the Earth being flat. It's like, what? Yeah. Earth is not flat, buddy. We're gonna leave you behind. Then you stay behind, and you just keep thinking the Earth is flat while we all work on things assuming the Earth is round because we know it is.
There's a great quote. I won't say by who. I saved it.
Was it me again?
No, here it is. I'm not going to zoom in on it, but I saved it. This person, I don't even know what show this was. But this, I'm gonna read you what?
Was it this show?
It was our it was our podcast, but I forget which episode it was.
All right.
This was I'll read you the whole thing. Celine Dion was executed. Go find the facts. Your show would be compelling if you looked into the truth. Bidens were already executed. Obamas were executed. Clintons are gone also. Gateses were hung in 2013 in India.
What the fuck?
Like,
man.
Everybody's gone.
They're all
everybody's
dead.
Everybody's dead.
So then why? I remember your point on this subject was why recreate them?
Yeah,
just get someone new. If the Clintons are gone and Obama, all of them are gone, why put a new Obama in there and a new Clinton and a new whoever?
Doesn't make any sense.
Oh, because we can't let you. They can't know that they're gone.
Right.
I have to just keep functioning. But then why'd you? I don't know.
It becomes this shell game. There's that preacher that's like, the world is going to end on blah, blah, blah. And then when that date passes, he goes, the world is going to end. And then he names a new date. It's like.
Yeah, it's like Mike Lindell. He's going to be reinstated last month.
But that's true, though.
Right. He is going to be reinstated a month ago. That's true.
I swear to you, I literally saw a comment from somebody on social media yesterday that was like, watch out for tomorrow, everybody. It's coming. And I'm like, you've got to be shitting me that people are still fucking doing this.
It's unreal. I mean, even if Biden, Harris, they were taken out of office, there's no reinstating anybody. You can't just go back to the last president and say, all right, we're going to give you another 4 years. That's not how any of that works.
Yeah.
You go down the chain of command, and that's who gets the seat.
All right. I'm so glad that she's here because she's the only one on this show without a big fat gut. And we'll bring her in the big fat gut segment.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Vin Diesel. Have you seen this fucking guy? Look at him. Now, I'm not one for the gossipy page 6 TMZ stories. We'll do them.
I mean, okay, fine.
I like how he's rubbing it like a real fat guy.
But when Vin Diesel starts looking like me, I mean, come on, this is a fucking story.
It's
kind of weird. It's kind of weird looking.
Look, this is literally. By the way, I walk around now rubbing my fucking belly like he's doing in this picture.
When you have a guy, any guy who has a gut like this rubs it, like a pregnant woman.
Totally. Frank, do you rub your stomach after a big meal?
Yeah, I'm rubbing it right now. No. But yeah,
Frank's a more fit gentleman, much more fit than I am, and this is like a man like he just ate something. Like I don't know if he's actually that fat or he just finished like a plate of nachos.
You know what he looks like? Remember the movie Junior with Schwarzenegger?
That's when he gets pregnant.
Yeah, because look, he still has muscly arms and pecs, and just a huge stomach.
By the way,
that's weird to me.
That's why I won't get vaccinated because I'm afraid they're going to put a baby in me.
Right.
That's
like Little Nas X too.
Yeah, I read that on that website there. But I forget what it's called.
You gotta watch out for that.
Yeah, the one that they all want me to read every time I say.
So is this for a movie? Is this for a movie role?
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know. He was on
a cinnamon roll.
Also, let me just say this.
Wow. That's a dad joke. That's a dad joke.
Thank you.
Oh, that was great. You can tell I had a bad day because I laughed really hard at that.
But
this was a luxury yacht. Can you guess what part of the world?
France.
Nope.
Long Island.
California. It's got to be somewhere weird. Because you
not weird. If you think about a big fat carbohydrated gut like that.
Florida.
No.
That's what I'm saying. France.
Italy.
Yeah, well, France, Italy, not the same thing. But I was gonna say Europe.
That's just 3 days. Europe. That's 3 days of gnocchi right in a row, right there. That's what
wait, how did you say it?
Couple of ganoles.
Gnocchi.
How'd you say it?
Gnocchi.
What is the in the beginning?
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
How do you say
gnocchi? Gnocchi.
And that's how you say it. Gnocchi.
Goodbye.
You're saying gnocchi for some reason.
Gnocchi.
Okay, it's you Italian experts, you say it.
It's gnocchi.
Gnocchi.
Yeah, that's right. You're saying gnocchi. Gnocchi.
Did I say gnocchi?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was.
Wait, I had to tell you something funny with this. One time when my sister-in-law first started dating my brother.
Oh, here comes the story when I mention a celebrity and then Janine follows it up with I stalked that person in a fucking bathroom at, Go ahead.
No, this is the correct saying of that word. And she was eating over and somehow we got on the subject of that certain type of pasta. And she said it. I forgot how she said it, but then my mother, the Italian one, was like, "Oh no, you say it like this, gnocchi."
That's how your mother told her to say it?
Was she serious or was she kidding?
Oh no, she was 102% serious.
Does she still say it that way today? Gnocchi?
Let's call her.
Call her up. Get her on the horn.
You want to call her right now?
No, she would get pissed off. She would get so pissed off.
Yeah.
But it would also be funny. So why not?
This is.
But the way you said it, the way you just said it.
Gnocchi.
No.
Stop it with that. Now you're just doing it to piss us off.
Thank you, Frank.
Now I feel like I'm saying it weird.
Yeah, you're saying it to piss us off now.
I think I say gnocchi.
You're saying gnocchi. You're putting an EH.
You're saying yucky. You're saying yucky.
Frank, you say it again.
Gnocchi.
Good gnocchi.
I feel like
You're saying gnocchi for some reason.
Yucky. Oh my god.
Gnocchi. All right, moving on. I feel like
And you know what it's like he's having an orgasm and saying that word at the same time.
I could hear the people leaving this show as we speak.
They're like,
because of the 1,000 times we're saying this word.
All right.
Yucky.
Anyway, look at the fat fuck that Vin. By the way, this is a pride moment. I love it. Look at Janine is pissing herself laughing.
I don't even remember about what.
Wait, was it that bad what I was saying?
I mean, on the scale of 1 to 10, it's probably a 2.
Getting back to this picture, Vin Diesel officially has an Audi belly button, by the way now.
It's a disgusting belly button.
You see that?
Disgusting.
At what point?
It's disgusting.
Is that 6 months, 7 months you get an Audi?
Janine, what's your stance on belly buttons? I like a good innie. I'm not intolerable of an Audi. I just think they're the grosser of the two.
Thank you. Now I feel attacked.
Why?
You have an Audi?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
It doesn't
now I feel attacked.
I mean, obviously, you both were like, ew.
I didn't say ew.
I know you didn't.
He said ew.
It's not an innie, and it's not an Audi. It's on the Audi side.
It's an in-betweenie?
Yeah.
That's why I said I don't mind an Audi. I just prefer an innie. That's my thing.
I remember there was this kid in kindergarten. He showed his belly one time. He had an Audi belly button that was maybe an inch out of his stomach, maybe more.
That's a doctor that didn't cut.
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's all in the way you cut it.
That was
And
weird.
tie it.
Freaked me out.
I think they call that a tranny, an innie and outie and a tranny.
Okay.
All right, makes sense.
Could be.
But this makes me happy with like 2 reasons.
When celebs get fat?
I like watching people get fat, because I feel like now I could invite this guy to our poker game. And second, this is real life, not the fucking bullshit you see in the movies and on fucking Instagram. Like, here's.
Are you saying the Fast and Furious was not real?
It was not real. It was total bullshit. Total bullshit.
My whole life is a lie.
This is real. This is
Like,
real. Right.
Horrible
Fat and
movies.
luxurious.
Yeah.
I never saw a single minute of any of those movies. I'm
Fast
proud
and
to say.
Furious?
You're doing yourself a favor.
Yeah.
It's amazing because it was legitimately the only series that jumped the shark and went from theatrical releases to straight to the bargain bin DVD releases.
Still
back
going,
to
man.
the highest grossing films.
Yeah.
Theatrical release. It's amazing. That's
They're
never
up to like the 9th one now.
They literally have a ride
yeah.
about them at Universal Studios.
It's fucking crazy. It's absolutely fucking crazy. All right, I'm glad we have Janine here too for this because Janine, in the most romantic moments of your life with your husband, has he ever erotically kissed your armpit?
I don't think so. I mean, we've done a lot of things over the years and try to keep it spicy, but no, I don't think so.
All right, this is
Like
Jessica.
a tongue?
Watch this.
Kiss. Just
I apologize to everybody who's listening. This is Jessica Chastain, and who's this guy?
Oscar Isaac.
Thank you. I guess they're in a movie together or a Netflix show or whatever the fuck it is. And they're at the Venice Film Festival. Now, they're not together, right? They're not dating.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay, so take a look at this. There's some stills of this. They're showing them, so he's got her grabbing this arm. Now, watch this. This is slow-mo. He's holding her arm. He looks at her arm. He looks up at her lovingly. Look at that.
Yikes.
Raises the eyebrow a little bit. And watch this. Leans in and kisses the old armpit.
Okay, now
What the fuck is that?
that was slow motion because, to be fair, it looked like he was going for the arm, which is still weird, but she moved in a little. She moved a little close. Watch as she goes closer to him.
Look at the eyebrow. Wait, watch. He looks up. Watch.
Oh no, this is definite.
Bloop. Right up.
Here, watch. As he moves in, she goes closer, so he miscalculates. There, right there.
I agree. Still should be no
Still
business
weird. He
kissing
should be kissing her bicep,
Yeah,
which is what he was aiming for.
that's fucking weird.
What did she say now? She responded to it.
She responded by tweeting that picture of the Addams family.
Oh, that was her response?
Yeah, when what's his name would kiss Morticia.
I will say, after this weekend, hearing things, nothing is weird. Nothing.
Also very true. Stay tuned. We will recap Frank's brother's bullshit boat party.
You had fun.
He had fun, and I had pics to prove it.
Violence, lies, and more to come on that.
And I had a lot of fun.
And Deanna's going to join us. Frank's brother's
Is she? I thought she said she wasn't.
bullshit wife. She's going to come.
Bullshit wife.
Well, I thought I'd go with the bullshit theme.
Jeez.
It's a bullshit party.
You had a good time.
Supposed wife. We'll see.
Oh.
Are we also going to talk about Biden Gate when your brother comes on?
Whatever he wants. Is my brother coming on?
No, I mean when your sister-in-law comes on.
What is Biden Gate?
The photo.
Frank's brother
Oh,
allegedly.
oh my God.
Frank's brother is claiming that he was with President Joe Biden over the weekend. Which
I mean, nothing.
Yeah.
Go ahead. It wasn't the weekend. It was,
No, it was
Tuesday.
He was surveying hurricane damage in the
It was
area.
yesterday.
Which I believe everybody in the group believed. I feel like Frank still believes it's true.
You don't think it's true?
It's not true.
Why don't you think it's true?
Do I have to point out the reasons?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we'll add it to the pile. I don't believe it. That's not him. It's just not him.
Oh my God. If that's not him, that's his doppelganger.
That's not fucking him.
Wait, are you kidding me right now? You don't think that's him?
See, you don't even, that's not fucking, this is going to be like.
See, what's weird is nobody knows what we're talking about.
Nobody knows. Now we'll have to show the photographs and we'll put it all up on the screen for everybody. But Frank's brother has had our group chat in an absolute tizzy.
Tizzy, I say.
Yeah. I mean, I was pissed. I was livid this morning when I saw that he made his Instagram. Like,
why were you livid?
Because if any of us were in the group were going to make a celebrity's Instagram, it'd be me.
Are you calling Joe Biden a celebrity?
See, that's what's sad. Is he's not a celebrity. He's the president. He's a politician.
Unfortunately, though, he is a celebrity.
I know. It shouldn't be that way, though.
But he was a celebrity before he was president, anyway.
Because he was vice president.
Right.
Was he?
And unfortunately, that was... So, let's explain. Frank's brother sent the group a picture yesterday, and it was a picture of Biden like surveying the hurricane damage to Queens and New Jersey, and it was like a whole roll of them. He made like, you know, it was like a I was gonna say conference call. I guess it was just isn't it conference? Just a conference?
Like a press conference.
A press conference in front of everyone. And in the corner of the picture, Frank's brother circled himself in the picture, and it is legitimately him. Because if it's not him,
declare to everybody, look everybody at this picture of me and the president of the United States. And I can't believe the two of you still think it was fucking him.
How could it not be? It is him.
All right.
If it's not him,
I will bring this up because we're trying to find it. Behind the scenes staff is furiously trying to find this Instagram photograph. Because I don't think
it's at POTUS. It's under POTUS.
It's at POTUS.
Mm-hmm.
Not Joe.
You don't have it on your phone.
Unfortunately, I'm on my phone.
I don't. Yeah, but I don't want to. All right. Well, give us a minute. We'll get it up. First,
That's what she said.
Let's run quickly through the other topics that we have.
Yeah.
President Trump is going to be calling the Evander Holyfield fight on Saturday. Can you fucking believe this?
No way. Are you kidding me?
100% legit. Remember we talked about Oscar De La Hoya had COVID and he had to pull out of the fight?
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Evander Holyfield, who's like fucking 60, whatever, or 50, he's like, I'll fight. So he jumps in, and then here's the most hilarious thing to me about all of this. Not only do they get the former president of the United States to agree to do color commentary at the fight, they're putting him on he's down on the alternate channel. Like, you know how they have like the English commentators, and then they'll have like you can switch over to the Spanish ones. Now what ESPN is doing is they have the regular color team on a lot of these things, and then they're putting in the like crazier alternate team, because they can run several channels on all these pay-per-views and stuff, and they're always trying to get the most amount of people possible.
So he's not even getting the main broadcast.
He's not even getting the main broadcast. But who in their right mind is not going to be tuning into this broadcast versus the regular fucking boring ass boxing people?
Well, maybe the other network or broadcasts need the help, need the boost, so they're trying to filter over some audience that way.
I'm just saying,
kind of weird.
If 10 million people order this pay-per-view fight, how many people are not going to listen to it? Who is not going to tune in to hear what Trump? This is going to be. I will have the best
commentary. I know all about boxing. I used to box when I was dodging the army. So when I did that, that's when I boxed, and I know all about it.
It is though. Like, you kid, and you can hate on him all you want, but even the haters are going to.
It'll be entertaining. Sure.
To hear what he's going to say.
Of course.
100%.
Absolutely 100%. Will. But that's what he does. He was a host before he was a politician.
Yeah.
That's why he was, when he was in front of the camera, he could, keep people's attention, I guess. That's what he did.
He's an entertainer.
He's a huge, and by the way, like a boxing guy, because he used to have all the fights at his casino.
True.
Right.
True. The big ones were there, right?
A lot of them. Yeah, of course.
Yep.
And he used to, part of his deal with Atlantic City was he ran the convention center, and all the fights
Oh,
on
yeah.
the East Coast were there.
Damn.
So now Jeff Bezos is anti-aging. You know what? I'm anti-aging too. I'm against all aging.
Bezos has invested in the anti-aging startup Altos Labs.
Altos
Oh,
Labs.
this is some shit right here. I'll tell you that.
Uh-huh. Altos Labs is reportedly creating institutes in the United States, the UK, and Japan. They're working on biological reprogramming technology to essentially prolong human life, according to MIT.
How long?
I don't know. Well, you hear what they say. They want to prolong life. So it's basically to just kind of keep you going.
I mean,
or freezing your body.
I don't know, but no, not about like freezing your body, but literally like keeping you, like prolonging the aging process.
So if I'm 80 and I look 80, this thing will keep me looking 80 for another however many years, or it'll turn me backward, or
I guess if you start at 80, I guess that's kind
or
of
50.
Or 50, yeah, I guess at any age. That
we'll
begs
see.
the question, why not start at 27? Because,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, just keep me at 20, at the age I am now. That'll be fine.
Yeah.
So
here's what's crazy about this for me. Bezos, who's with his bald head starting to look like a Superman villain, is legitimately acting like a crazy comic book villain.
Like a villain.
I went to space in a big, penis rocket.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to reverse aging. Soon I will freeze the world.
Yeah. Like legit, like that's where we're at. Like that's basically what he's doing.
He just needs a hairless cat and a volcano layer, and it's all set.
That is I mean, I couldn't have said it better, Frank. He is one hairless cat
the way he says it
layer away from this crazy.
The way he says it.
$1 billion.
Oh God.
I don't know how much the picture of Frank's brother is gonna play, because people don't really know what your fucking brother looks like.
I mean, I'll pull up a picture of him.
But trust me when I tell you that he had everybody in the group chat absolutely 1,000,000,000% fool. I can't zoom into this.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why don't you think that anybody else believes it?
No, I think everybody believes it.
But you said he had them fooled. Like they no longer believe that that's him.
I don't. Well, he had me fooled. Well, here's what happened. Here's what happened. By the way, so for those of you that are watching, the gentleman all the way on the right-hand side looks exactly like Frank's brother.
Because it is.
Frank's brother is can we say science teacher?
Sure can.
He's a high school science teacher. Now, would a high school science teacher get scooped up in the I'm making this appearance in Queens and you're in Queens, it'll be good for everybody to be like, I'm one with the community? It's possible, but he's a fucking high school science
He's also a geologist.
He's also,
He's not a geologist. Who started
this?
That he's a geologist?
He's a geologist.
Well, then I'm a geologist too, okay?
Guys.
You're an idiot, is what
I'm
you
a
are.
geologist.
Can I just say one thing?
I'm looking for a picture of my brother.
No. Above all being a science teacher, you like what he's there for was to clearly be there if Biden had to have his last rites read to him, because he also moonlights as like a priest /
He's not a priest.
Whatever it's, I know, but
he's a Eucharistic minister.
He's a Eucharistic leader. So
minister.
Oh, so right. So I'm sorry, but when I said that joke to the group, I was hysterical laughing.
Yeah,
I was dying.
After the fifth Biden is old joke, I was like, all right, I think Janine is scraping the barrel now.
No, Janine was good. It was good.
Mine was good, but you know what? I died laughing at my own joke at that. I was like, that was pretty good, Janine. Because even Gaetano laughed at that one, and he never does.
I don't know if we could.
I mean, it would have been funnier, Janine, if he wasn't executed years ago, and that's a fake Joe Biden.
That's true.
There's
Okay.
a picture of my brother.
There you go. That's that. I mean, you can see how what Frank is holding up, and the person all the way to the right hand side, similar forehead structure.
Glasses, the haircut.
Yeah.
So you think that that's not him because he's a high school science teacher?
There's a number of reasons why that is not him.
That's him. Okay, go ahead.
One is a high school science teacher has no business fucking being there. Okay. That's the first thing. The second thing that I noticed is look at his pants. Those pants are super tight.
Those are the pants of a geologist, so he could show off his rocks.
Can I be honest? Can I tell you something, fam?
I'm not Sheryl Crow. I'm not asking you to lie to me. Be honest.
Mike actually asked me last week to help him dress because he knew he was going to be on TV.
Is a lie.
Okay.
It is a lie.
Swear to you.
That is a lie.
Swear to you.
I in no way believe you. And when I'm going to tell the audience about Janine next, you're no longer going to believe her either because Frank's brother's party was not only bullshit, but there was violence and there was deceit. And I'm going to fill everybody in.
I have been authorized by my brother to drop a bomb here. If you guys are ready.
Can I finish?
Okay.
Can I finish my thing?
If you want.
Let me finish my thing. And I'm going to... How do I do the thing where I get bigger?
That's what she said.
Hang on a second.
Uh-uh.
Okay, here we go. Can we still hear you guys?
Yes. Can you still hear me?
Okay, here we go. That is a zoom of the shoes. Frank's brother is not, absolutely not, that fashion forward to wear tight pants like that with shoes like that. That is one. I got two more. Secondly, look at how muscular and masculine this guy's fucking hands are. That is not the hands of Frank's fucking brother.
Yeah, but zoom up to the face.
This guy he's had work done. Like, this guy's worked for a living. Frank's brother has not. There's a text from my mother. Frank, do you want to hold up your brother's picture again?
If you'd like.
Yeah, hold up your brother's picture.
You gotta give me a minute.
And I'm gonna give you the third reason why this is absolutely not Frank's brother.
Let me hear this.
All right.
This is him on my wedding day. I don't know if I can. It's a little bright.
Oh my God, he looks very young there. So
here's the third. By the way, there's four. Let me do it a little addendum. Yeah, there you go.
He has a beard now.
Frank's brother would not wear a lapel pin. Never. Ever.
He's wearing a boutonniere.
Oh my God.
And the last reason why it's absolutely not him is Frank's brother does not wear those glasses. Frank's brother has squared off glasses. Those are big round glasses. That is not Frank's brother. The defense is wrong. See, thank you. There's the square glass.
Oh my God.
Mike,
you really don't think that's him?
An all-time gag. Now, Frank, you said you were going to drop a bomb. I could only assume that your brother is copping to this. That it's not him.
It is not him.
It's some
right. It's just some guy that looks exactly like him.
Are you kidding me?
I knew it. No. It was not him. We were all by the way, when that text first came over,
my own brother. I thought
he got you, right?
He got me.
All-time gag. All-time gag.
He pulled it off.
Okay, he told me.
Did you bought this for a little while though? Right?
No, I believed it until hours ago when Mike told me it was false.
Oh.
No, he didn't tell you it was false.
Yes, he did because I texted him separately and I asked him how he got that.
You beat him into it. You wouldn't leave him alone until he told you.
Okay, well, I'll tell you something. I already sent two of my friends and my mother that picture. So.
Oh, me too. I knew about 20 minutes or 15 minutes after he first sent the picture because he told me on the side.
Yeah.
But I didn't know when I was first texting. I thought it was him right away. Enough so that my wife sent it to our family. Like, oh, look at this. And we had to go, no, Just kidding. Whoops.
Yeah, guess what? I'm not telling my friends unless they listen. That's how I know. Yeah, it looks just like him.
Man. You take maybe when you take the mask off, not so much, but with the mask, from here up, it's my brother.
This is an all-time gag by your brother, and I'm glad we're sharing this with the audience because I hope somebody else does this to their friends and family. Like if there's anybody ever in a picture with any president that looks like you could absolutely do what Frank's brother just did. It's fucking brilliant.
He got me, and I know him my whole life. It was my brother.
It's amazing.
I'm kind of mad. I'm kind of mad because honestly, when I saw the Instagram this morning, I was like, "Yo, you fucking kidding me? He made his fucking Insta."
He could tag himself on it.
And then when he told me, I felt a little bit better.
See, that's what I'd do. If I was on the Insta, I'd tag myself and get all those people.
Here's what happened to me. I was outside in the dark eating at a seafood restaurant. So I was like cracking open crab legs as this was coming across.
Oh, that sounds good.
So I just like kind of looked at it and I was like, holy shit, he really fucking had me. And then who sent the picture? Was it you, Janine, who sent that picture that I was zooming in on? It was you.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
When you said he made the Insta. And that's when I was able to really like zoom in and look at it and see all these things.
So I ruined it.
Well, from the waist down, it's not so good. But
you know what's funny? The hands threw me for a loop too. And I think that person's a little too tan as well.
My brother's pretty tan.
Mike is tan. He's no Casper like someone else I know, but
yeah, I'm not tan at all.
But he's not as tan.
By the way, and I just want to say, and this is not a put down to this person, but we do have a pretty high-ranking detective in our group, and the stupid podcast guy got it first. Okay, that's all I'm gonna fucking say.
Guess what? I'm sure that he knows though too.
I believe that most of the group still believes this.
Well, I guess if we're gonna see who truly listens to our podcast.
By the way, even when I said. But this afternoon I texted the three things. This is not him.
Oh,
it's just the dude that looks like him. One of the other persons in our group has said, how hysterical would that be? Which basically says that they didn't believe what I was saying.
Exactly.
Shit. I didn't even see that.
Well, that's hurtful for many.
Mystery solved. He got us pretty good, though.
On to his birthday.
All right, let's go on to this bullshit. Fucking birthday.
You had a good time. The food was good. The boat was good. You're just a grumpy bastard.
What party?
I had so much fucking fun.
Fuck you too. I got a big problem with you.
Yep.
Hi.
What's up, Deanna? You there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not a great connection. Where are you right now? In Howard Beach?
Yes.
Oh, that explains it. This is Howard Beach. She's underwater right now, which is why it sounds so shitty.
Too soon.
I am not.
Yeah. Am I on? Oh, is this like a Bluetooth thing? Please tell me we're on just your handset.
No, it's just me.
Just so you're on the phone, not on a wireless thing.
No, I'm not on the wireless thing.
Is this the Mall Madness phone from fucking 1994?
It sounds better to me though.
Does it?
Are there jelly beans in the phone?
No, there are not.
So this is my brother's wife. This is my sister-in-law. Right. Just mapping it out for everybody.
We just started the recap of your husband's bullshit birthday party.
Which you had fun at.
See?
Told you.
Fake news. Don't believe it.
Bullshit.
He waved to every single boat there was.
Oh, you loved that. That was your favorite.
No, it wasn't.
Because the first couple times you weren't into it, and then it started to get like a routine, like it was fun.
Well, here's what there's a lot to unpack here, but we'll start with this. We're on the boat 2 seconds, and already there's people waving at us, and I'm like, I can't believe the waving is starting already.
We didn't even leave the dock.
I look over, both Janine and Frank, who were on different sides of the thing, were initiating all the waving.
I was just to bother you.
Not all of it.
A lot of it.
But
that's
you were
that's what you're
at
supposed to
people
do.
on the dock, Anthony.
I was not waving at anybody.
Waved.
Yes, you were.
Fake news. Are those waves breaking in your basement, Deanna? What's happening?
Listen, Anthony.
Where are you? Are you outside?
I was outside and I'm going inside.
Okay.
Oh, good. There's the door from Thriller. For anybody listening.
It's a little squeaky. Just a tad.
We're gonna send you some WD-40. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So go ahead.
we get to this disaster of a birthday party. Embarrassing. And I had gone on a tirade saying that this was bullshit to have a okay, let me back up even further. The first lie. He's not 40. He's 41.
It was the 40th birthday remix.
Yeah, that's bullshit. That's the first lie of the evening. The second lie, I was rallying against this party. I was saying I don't want to go, and I don't even think that he wants to go. And the first thing he said to me was, "I don't want to be here."
That's not true at all.
No, that's not true.
1,000,000% true.
In all
I don't believe
honesty, we listened to the podcast, I think it was a couple of days before, and you guys were talking about it, and he said, I would have rather went to the Met game.
Which is what I said. I
Guys,
said
he was happy. He was happy.
I said
He was-
if Deanna really loved her husband, she would have just taken him to the Met game. But Deanna planned a poor party. And then I go to find out that that is even a lie. That the person that's really responsible for planning this bullshit extravaganza is none other than Jay Sabs. She was the one who planned this whole thing, which makes me angry for two reasons. One, Deanna, you can't even fucking plan your own husband's party. And two,
No. I thought we were just going to go out to dinner, and then she's like, what about this? This would be good. I'm like, well, that would be different. That's fun.
All right, so she brought up the idea. She didn't plan it.
No.
she fucking
plus
planned it.
I had just gone on that boat like a few weeks ago for a Sweet 16, like a boat similar to it, and we had a good time.
Case in point, for a Sweet 16. You had the guy's 41st birthday party at a fucking Sweet 16 boat.
All I did was merely suggest. That's it.
Yeah. She
She's-
just, put the idea.
She could have
out
said
there.
no.
I had a
What?
good time.
But
I don't know
I
what your problem
had
is.
the best
You just
time.
don't like enjoying life. You just
No,
want
no,
to
no.
sit at home and watch TV and
Put
do
your
this
hands in your
podcast
pants.
and not talk to anybody
Play
else.
with your ball cheese.
Right.
That
You
sounds
had a good time, and so did your wife. Come on.
That sounds like heaven. First of all, I had a good time because Ralphie, the fucking VFW bartender that was on that boat,
Like,
Tendon Bar, fucking
W.
made a hell of a drink. He even made a powerful drink.
Yes, he
we're
did.
powerful.
No, he did.
They
'cause
should
I
be
don't
for
remember much
$20.
of the whole night.
Yeah, they were like fucking $10 for a drink, but at least he made it worthwhile. Which also, okay, we get on this boat and there's like a bar there, which I'm pretty sure the other time that this boat isn't used for a sunset cruise, it's being used as a fishing boat where they literally gut and kill the fish on every flat surface that's available.
It's probably true.
That makes sense.
That's fair, isn't it? And so I look over and I'm like, this guy who literally his name had to be Ralphie because he had a nose like a baseball. He's just picture every old Italian grandpa you could ever picture. This is this fucking guy. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, oh, he's got a George Foreman grill. And then I see him take a package of hot dogs, not out of any sort of refrigeration, but literally like out of a cabinet. And he fucking opens it and with his bare hands, which he was just scratching that baseball sized nose, puts hot dogs on the fucking George Foreman.
You're lying to me.
No, this is not a lie. This is
But
all.
nobody ate them. Who ate them? We didn't eat them.
We did not eat them because I said to myself, what fucking disgusting piece of shit would eat this? And sure enough, 3 minutes later, somebody else on that godforsaken boat was
There were
walking
people that
away
had 'em.
with a hot dog.
Yeah.
I would
all
never
right.
eat a hot dog on a boat.
Yeah, fine. The hot dogs were, not great, but being on the boat, on the water, the views, the nice.
It was a
I had the
beautiful
best
night,
time.
too.
It was
I'm not gonna
beautiful.
lie. I probably had the best time out of the group.
Exactly. There was a DJ.
Besides
There was
mine.
dancing.
No, we danced. It was fun. Yeah, nobody else danced, but me, Janine, and I think Frank's wife.
Okay,
Oh no, Frank's wife was dancing a
I
lot. with me.
can't.
Yes.
I can't speak to Janine. I'm sure she'll fill in her part of the story. But I did go up to the top of the boat at one point where there was a DJ, or half a DJ, technically. Very short
He
guy.
was a short guy.
Yeah, there's
He was
clearly
like
a
4'2".
Yeah, he was very small. And I don't know how he carried
Not
that
a little person
on the
just a
boat.
short
No, he
man.
wasn't a little person.
No, he was just very short.
Yeah, it was extraordinarily short. And he was DJing, and I forget what song was on, but it wasn't the electric slide, but the crowd just fell into the electric slide.
That's true.
I was one of them.
Kind of like from The Replacements, like when they just start doing the electric, and it was like kind of this
Tell me that isn't
wonderful,
fun.
It was very fun. It was really,
Okay.
it was nice to see. I did have
That was a moment.
it was a moment. So if you're wondering, out of the 2.5 hour cruise, I had 2.5 minutes of
2 hours.
enjoyment.
That's not true.
That's not true. You're right. Let's make it 2 minutes and 45 seconds because there also was that moment when
you were having fun, you were talkative.
Wait,
when Frank's wife spilled a drink on him, and that I enjoyed a lot too. That was a good time.
That was fine. It was refreshing.
Yeah.
I lost my glasses. That was
oh,
fun.
that was pretty funny. I
I
saw
did
them
enjoy
fly
that.
off her head
Yeah.
from
They
the
went into the
top
water?
deck.
Yes.
Yeah, they fell off my head. I was leaning against the railing and they fell into the water. But they weren't mine, they were my daughter's. So
Oh, so no big loss. So they were sunglasses?
yeah, they were
Wait,
sunglasses.
hold on 1 minute.
Nothing expensive. But I did talk a lot to Janine's husband, and I know
Jeez.
he had an eye-opening experience.
Well,
What do you
who had
mean?
what?
A guy, Janine's husband.
Janine's husband had an eye-opening experience?
Yeah, I did share a lot of information with Guy.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Well, Deanna went on a tear of which you don't have to repeat here if you don't
No,
want
I
to.
won't.
Please don't.
Yeah.
I made it a conscious effort to avoid hearing anything
Oh.
that was said in that vein because I just walked. I was not interested. No, thank you.
There was a lot of sharing of
A
information,
lot of sharing of the personal nature.
intimate details that really we should have no.
How did
no
that
business
start?
knowing. But also, I noticed this too. The alcohol got out of control because at one point, my wife and I went to the top of the boat to take a lovely selfie. And as we were walking back, and I wish Janine was here to back this up, but she can in a second. Janine shouted out, and granted, okay, here she is. She's coming back now. Granted, we were on a boat, and the waves of the ocean and things of that nature, it can be hard to hear at times.
What
But
happened?
Janine was on the bottom deck. We were on the top deck. Shouted up to my wife, cock her tongue as loud as she possibly could. To which my wife had to ask she asked for clarification. You don't even remember this.
Oh, no, I don't.
Deanna, can you back me up on this?
I do remember that getting shouted out at somebody. I didn't know it was you.
I didn't hear this.
Yeah, and the question is what,
What does a woman prefer?
what is she? Yeah,
But didn't my husband answer?
what makes it work? What puts her over the goal line?
I asked this.
No,
Yeah,
you
but
didn't
didn't-
ask it. You screamed it at the top of your lungs on a boat filled with other people.
Didn't my husband answer for you? I thought he shouted something out.
I don't know.
I don't
Wait,
wanna know.
I was on the top deck or the bottom?
No, you were on the
You're
bottom.
at the bottom.
And you shouted up to Anthony's wife
Yeah,
that question.
Nope, don't remember this at all. You're lying.
yeah.
I don't remember a lot of stuff.
And then, not to harp on Ralphie, the bartender, too much, but then we noticed that the orange juice that they were serving at the bar hadn't been refrigerated in at least 4.5 weeks. Like there was no refrigeration.
We didn't drink. I didn't drink orange juice.
Yeah.
So I'm good with that.
Now you poured enough booze in there to kill whatever germs could possibly come from bad orange juice, but still, you're running a risk. You're really right.
Hey, you're
just do
fine.
straight up tequila.
Maybe
You
I was
survived.
drunk.
I
And
was
then,
gone. Oh, yeah.
then, okay, last couple things, and I'm sorry, Frank, this is gonna fall on you, my friend.
On
Then
me?
Frank's wife disappeared for a little while,
With me.
maybe
Yes.
possibly, and then Frank's like, "Have you seen my wife?" And there just happened to be a really lovely looking, nicely groomed black guy on the boat, like one of these guys that like wears a hat and glasses, and like here's what I would compare it to, and this has nothing to do with his race, but he was a black guy. There are men that can wear an outfit that if you put it on me, you would be like, look at this disheveled piece of shit. Like
Yes.
all dressed up
Outfits.
to the most outfits,
All
but
outfits.
but put together men could wear it and like look really
Right.
nice. And I don't know how that happens. Anyway, this is this one particular gentleman. So Frank asked, "Where's my wife?" And I pointed at him and I said, I saw her with the black guy in the bathroom. Not a big deal. Like average.
I don't know why you had to point out his race like that. You know,
I mean, if he was any, I just had this. He was just the nice looking black guy on the boat. That's his race had little to do with it, other than description. To which Frank told his wife about it well after the fact, and I believe didn't deliver it in my,
No, definitely not.
in my wonderful
I made
cadence
sure
that
it
I'm
was
known
a joke.
for. And I'm known
I made
for.
sure I knew that it was a joke.
Okay, then tell people what happened next.
She slapped you.
Your wife slapped me in the face, which I did
Really?
not appreciate.
But it was a light
I
tap.
totally
It was
missed that.
nothing.
When was that?
It was a bit hard. I got to be honest with you. It was a little
She
bit
was
hard.
Made you a bit hard?
She was upset. She thought that you were telling me that she was off with
Insinuating
someone
that
else.
like she ran off with somebody else.
She was mad that I spotted something and didn't keep it to myself. I get it.
Right.
But still, we shouldn't
But-
be resorting to violence.
But you deserved it. I mean, that slap was a long time coming.
Untrue.
Totally true.
No.
It wasn't even that bad of a slap, you weenie.
It was a little harder than it really should have been. It wasn't that playful.
It
And
caught you off guard.
I expect an apology. My real fear is, I'll tell you what, because I could take a hit. My real fear is this is the sort of environment that she lives in, and that's why she thinks it's okay. And
Only when I'm asleep.
that's what's concerning.
I'm only violent when I sleep. I have no
Right.
control over that.
She's like, he slaps me when he's sleeping. So
Okay, and then lastly, as Frank is known to do, and as we've talked about on this podcast before, he tends to leave parties 4.5 hours early. He wound up doing something which I never thought was even possible. He stayed to the end of this party and still managed to leave early.
I did not.
First of all, dinner was late.
We all were
So, of
leaving.
course-
We all got up and left.
we all kind of left at the same time.
Did you say
We all
dinner
walked
was
out.
great?
No,
He said late.
It was great,
Late.
and it was
Oh,
late,
dinner-
because it was after it was after the boat.
We all got up and were leaving. We happened to get into our car first, and we left.
Dude, I turned around. You were next to me. And then I walked out of the restaurant
Yeah,
and I
well-
saw you drive by. It felt like it was like that last episode of The Sopranos where Tony would look in a direction and the next thing he would just be there. It was very.
It just went dark.
Take a hint. I don't want to be around you people.
You were fucking. And by the
Sam,
way,
were you jealous of the other two people that couldn't come? That you wish you were them?
yes, I almost faked COVID
Probably.
just to get out of this. In fact, I did fake it, and my wife was like, "We have to go." By the way, I had gotten the George Costanza parking spot. I was right in front of the door, and
Oh,
Frank
speaking. Yeah,
Still
you
Oh
were.
left.
my God.
before me.
You got there first. You were at the bar having a drink. You were already inside, sitting down.
Yeah, you and your wife were there first. That's right, because I got another drink apparently in my hand when I walked in.
So we
Well,
were leaving. I got up and left.
Here's the other thing. This almost made me throw Janine or Deanna. I can't even fucking remember. They're both aggravating me so much. We get off the fucking boat. The dinner reservation was what, 9:00?
Yeah.
We're 10 minutes from the restaurant. It's 8:30. 8:30. One of these two geniuses
We went
goes,
early, you old man.
should we go to another bar before the fucking restaurant?
Yes,
I go,
we
Get the
should.
fuck out. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Get in the
We were-
car and let's go. And end
First
this.
of all,
we were
wrong.
all out. The kids were all gone. Like, this is the time out.
And first of all, it was like 8:00, 8:10.
No,
We
it
I'm
docked
sorry,
at
did you have
8
to go to
o'clock.
bed at 10.
It was 8:30 because I remember we got to the restaurant at 8:40 and we were like, we're
my
20
God.
minutes early. We'll just wait. There was a bar at the restaurant. These two wanted to go out to another bar before.
Well,
the
hello.
fucking-
Yes.
We docked at 8:00,
It's
got
called-
off the
I don't know,
boat at
something
8:10.
called Fun.
This is
You're just a
bullshit.
miserable bastard that
I'm
doesn't
not
like to have
miserable.
fun.
What
Yeah, but-
happened to you, Anthony? I remember when you were so much fun.
Man, do you ever go do something and then have nothing to complain about?
Okay, here's what upset me at the restaurant. So we
Oh,
go
God,
through my
here you go.
list.
Oh God.
We get
What's
to
the next topic?
Everything was sold out.
We get to the restaurant
Oh God.
and the bartender. We go to the bartender. Okay. On the boat, all I ordered was a Jack and Coke because I
Right.
couldn't. It was adorable. There was like a girl celebrating her 21st birthday because that's what women do is go to boats.
Oh my God.
How many people did go on the boat? We had quite a few. Do
There
it
had to
was-
be
it was a lot
50
of-
or so.
Yeah, 50.
Yeah,
you remember the name of it? I forgot the name.
I'm gonna sing soon. I think that was the name of it.
No, okay. Anthony having fun. That was the name of the boat.
That's it.
All right, anyway, so I don't trust. So this like 21-year-old girl is like, can you make me like a hurricane Napolitan? He's like, are you fucking kidding me? He's like, we don't have.
I have
any
4
refrigerator.
bottles here.
Yeah, he was literally like, yeah. So I go, so I'm drinking Jack and Cokes the whole night. So then we get to the restaurant, which is a seafood place, and I'm kind of like, I kind of want something kind of summery. It was. I didn't have a good time, but it was a beautiful night on the water.
Oh my God.
It was.
I go, let's, a margarita would be great right now. So my wife was like,
that's what you got me, margarita.
yeah, my wife would be like, that sounds great. So we order a margarita. So the guy goes, I'm going to make you the best margarita of your life. I'm like,
God.
fuck. I'm like, cool. Like, he's one of these guys where, like you get those like little diamonds in the rough, like those bartenders that have been doing this shit for 26 years that make like a fucking great cocktail. I'm like, this is going to be great. He walks over to the other end of the bar and literally pulls out margarita mix and pours it into a glass. And I'm like,
No, you're fucking lying.
Swear to you.
Like
But how was
he made it before?
No. It was like straight off of the supermarket thing. And that's not even the worst part that really upset me. After he gave it to us and after I took a sip of it, he stuck around to literally go, is that not the best margarita you ever had?
So of course you're gonna lie.
And I thought about being like, from a bottle, yeah. But I didn't. I was like, yeah, it was great.
Well, was it good?
No, it was like fucking
No, you
from a
didn't
bottle.
like it. Is that why you gave it to me?
Yeah. I forgot you had it. Did we buy you a drink?
Yes, you did. I was already kind of. I remember.
Taco tongue.
Oh God, yeah.
Anyway.
You had a good time. Stop it.
He did. You did have a good time. Michael had a good time. Everybody had a good time.
Listen, considering that the venue could have been better and the drinks could have been better and the company could have definitely been better. It was okay. It was okay.
Just remember, fam, there's 2 more parties.
Oh yeah, and this is the other one. Oh,
This year.
one. Like, there's
This year.
a Sweet 16 and a graduation.
At confirmation.
I came, whatever the fuck. I came to this. Isn't that enough? How many fucking things do I have to come to?
Don't go.
It's very important.
Who's forcing you to go?
The big parties are coming for my kids. Come on, you got to be a part of that.
Don't go. Miss out. We'll have fun, and you could just be home and be miserable.
The other part of this is Deanna's stupid kid. What's her name with the 60? Who's turning Sweet 16?
Oh, Antoinette.
Yeah, her. She won't even give me my own candle at the fucking party. Wants me to share it with the rest of these savages.
You act like this, and you want your own candle?
I should at least get my own candle.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
because you
You're not the
love being
boyfriend.
there, because you want to be there so badly.
I don't know what she's going to say about you at the candle ceremony.
I'm the
This
most
miserable
So many things to
bastard.
say.
I'm the most famous person at the party. I should have my own
God.
fucking candle.
Wow.
Oh my God! There we go. I was waiting for the day.
Yes.
The do you know who I am day?
Don't you know who I am? I don't
I'm sure you
share
talk to all the
candles.
friends and tell them who you are. I'm sure they'll know who you are.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, you know what? With her crowd, because Jean's bigger than me on TikTok, so that she probably deserves to know her own candle, but she's not even getting that. So unless
No.
it's something I don't know about,
No.
unless you're planning this fucking party too, and it's going to be on a boat, and you're going to get your own.
It's not going to be on a boat now. We'll be on land.
All
I
I
said make it a
simply
boat.
said was.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on, Deanna. Let me ask you a question. Is Frank? Am I sharing a candle with Frank, or is Frank getting his own candle?
Frank is a different
That's bullshit. See,
situation.
I'm a different
because
tier.
Frank is her
This is
my
a double
goddaughter.
standard. This is a double standard.
It's my goddaughter and my
That's
niece.
his goddaughter.
I've
You
never heard
jerk.
this.
And he'll have to probably share it with my sister.
I've been around this kid since her birth, and I don't remember going
my
to
God. You don't even know her name. You
a
call her.
godfather. No, I know.
He doesn't know anyone. He definitely doesn't know my kids.
This is
I think
the
you call my Ava Antoinette too.
yeah. I can't. But the first one. I've never been to a godfather ceremony where this one fucking stood up and said, "I'll." You know.
Oh my God.
I don't remember that.
Oh
You're
my
just a
God.
miserable. You went from being in your 20s to going out and everything. You went from that to being a miserable old bastard within like a 5-year span.
All
It
right,
was
so
quick. The transition was quick.
I'm not the
Yeah, I
only
know.
one.
What happened?
Full disclosure, and not to throw my wife under the bus. We got to wrap this up. But there was an awful lot of sex talk the entire night.
Oh yes, extreme.
And I
Yeah,
missed
that's
it because
true.
I was too busy dancing
So
upstairs.
just ask your husband.
And well, yeah, your husband, yeah, Shanine, your husband heard a lot from Deanna, like a lot. Like almost as much as I was almost going to say
I
to
don't even think
Deanna,
my husband.
this is
knows
technically
what I said.
cheating, how much you're telling this man.
Yeah,
Oh
don't
my
be
God.
surprised if he pulls out some new tricks in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's probably like, wait, yes, I know that. Yep,
Yeah.
Janine does that. Okay, yeah, she does that too.
He might slap you in the face in the bedroom because he witnessed the act of violence against me from Frank's wife. So
It
he
was
might
simple.
think that that's
Probably.
part of it.
First of all, when you insinuate that my wife cheats, that you get a slap.
Well, but it was funny though. Again, you didn't have my cadence. That's where it all comes from, and you didn't deliver it the right.
So you think you're funnier than you are is the problem.
All the delivery though. I know that. Anyway, a lot of sex talk the whole night. Then my wife is drinking, so it's all kind of like brewing up. And a lot of things were said between her and I of like what was to come because of all the cocktails she was having. We didn't make it from the restaurant to the highway before she was passed the fuck out in the passenger seat.
Really?
And slept the entire way home.
She was drinking a lot?
She wasn't, you know what? It was okay. It was a combination.
There was no fun for you then later on.
There was no food for a while.
It was a combination of there was some drinks, there was then some carbs. She had some carbs. She had the lobster roll. And she also took the anti-nausea thing on the boat.
Oh, that's right, she did.
Which has a shelf life to it where you just basically nod off after
Yeah.
like 4 hours on that shit. So that's kind of what it was. But I digress. That was my recount of the Sweet 16
It was a fun night, so
41st
stop it.
birthday.
You had a very, very jaded point of view of that party.
Can we show the picture of the three of us?
Everything I want,
yeah.
I want everybody to know that every single thing that I said on this podcast was 1,000%
Nope.
the truth.
Nope. You had fun.
What did you say?
1,000%. Oh, can I show the picture? Wait, I don't know. Here we go.
That was a good shot. It was you three. It was a nice shot.
Since I don't have the I don't want to ask because I'm afraid to get hit again. That's Erin, Frank's wife, spilling a cocktail on him.
Let me
Oh,
say.
yeah.
Oh my God.
You see his pants there?
My pants are soaking wet because, yeah.
That's pretty hilarious. I didn't show her face there because out of fear for my own well-being.
Knife.
You could show it.
Okay, this was the group podcast picture that we took.
Look at your face,
Does
you
it look
miserable
like I'm having
bastard.
fun on that
He
boat?
looks like he's having.
You did it
I
on
did.
purpose. You were having fun.
I look like I need a tan, but you look like you are just like ready to jump off the fucking side of the boat. It was a fun time.
It was fun.
You know what, Frank? You want to do another one?
A boat party?
Yeah.
I mean,
Not
I think
a
we should
chance in
try it,
hell.
Like, do it again. Like, obviously, it's gonna be cold soon. But I think next year we should try it again. Do it again.
I want to go.
Well,
we
I'm
were
turning
talking
40
about,
next year, so
We were talking about doing like a
Everybody's turning
fishing
40
trip.
next year. All of you's are.
yeah.
The guys and we were all talking at the end of the trip, at the end of that boat party, about doing like a fishing trip one weekend, going out on a boat just like that, and doing like a little
Yes.
excursion.
Michael
And we're thinking
definitely-
about doing that. And Anthony, I'm sorry you're not coming.
Yeah. No, he's definitely not coming. I'm going, so he's not.
I don't feel bad about showing Frank's brother's face now because he already did. The whole
Yeah, you could show it.
But I didn't
You can
think
show
but
his face.
this is the moment that Janine literally stuck a digit in Frank's brother's asshole. I believe this was it right here. Wait for it.
Yeah.
Oh, there it was right
Oh.
there. Did you see that?
That's like the,
What
that's
the
the
hell?
War picture.
I
Did you
can't
s-
see it really.
Did you see that change in?
That
in
definitely
facial?
happened.
That was the old where'd you go up to the knuckle there, Janine?
Of
There it
course.
is.
He was
Yeah,
he was
Well-
excited for the rest of the night.
They are technically on the poop deck, so
true.
Also,
Right,
I
the
want
po-
to thank everybody for all the gifts that you got him, and especially that you're going to keep him in Golden Girl shirts for all eternity. Thank
Okay.
you so much for that.
there's nothing
Now-
hotter than a Golden
Oh,
Girl
no.
shirt.
I'm glad you brought this up, Deanna, because my
Oh,
wife
So
goes,
embarrassing.
"Look what I got, Mike," and it's a Golden Girl shirt because he likes to jerk off to old women. I don't know what it is. Don't ask me.
You got about like 3 of them.
No, did he really? I bought the
I
first
swear
one.
to God.
I didn't even tell anyone what I was buying either.
Yeah, my wife bought him a shirt, and I go, "That's hilarious." My only hope is that he doesn't have 3 of the same. Did he get
No,
any
we got
duplicates?
We got different ones, but thanks a lot, everybody.
That's amazing.
Give the guy what he wants. The guy's happy.
All
See,
right,
people are
Deanna.
allowed to like things, and you just come right down on them.
I want you to Shut up. Will you just shut up, please?
No.
Your high and
It's
mighty
a little
attitude.
embarrassing. I have to say the truth.
You're only talking big now because your wife, the muscle of the family, is slapping your
She'll
opponents around.
slap the shit out of you.
I don't care.
And she'll
for
do it again.
I want a real apology off the air. I want you to know that. But let's
Oh
talk
my
about
God.
more important things. Deanna, be honest.
Yes.
Who had the best birthday card?
Oh, yours was the best. Yeah, it was really good.
Thank you. And I would love to take credit for it, but honestly, it was all my wife. When she showed it to me,
He like keeps on picking it up and laughing every time.
it was
What
fucking
was it?
hysterical.
Well, you wanted me to read it?
Yeah, read it. Yeah, describe the card. Yeah.
I have it. I of course I kept it. It was a little
Right.
religious, wasn't it?
It was what?
I think it was a little religious.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it said, "Happy birthday, Jesus loves the little children."
Oh, I almost got that one.
And you open it up,
Get out.
but
No, really.
don't worry. I'm pretty sure he also loves super old people. Go fuck yourself. Happy birthday, love, Aunt.
All right, I added to go fuck yourself, but she found the card. That was just perfect because Frank's brother has a Jesus freak. He has a tattoo of Jesus on his leg.
On his leg, and he has
Oh,
the
that's
big
not-
Mary on his back.
Right.
That's true.
And what does he have on his back?
Mary.
Mary with all the little children around her. It's like the patron saint of Sicily.
Magdalene or the Virgin?
No, Virgin Mary.
See, Magdalene never gets enough play, and she was super important. And
She was
that's
important.
That was
but-
Jesus's girlfriend, so she should.
Thank you.
Was she more important than the mother of God? Come on.
Who's more important to you, Frank? Your wife or your mom?
To me,
Oh,
it's a
come
different
on, that's
story. You
not
can't do that.
A fair
But
question.
to the world,
To the
is it
world.
the mother of God or is it Mary Magdalene?
Is it the side piece or?
What a
The side
politically correct
piece.
answer.
There would be no Jesus without his mother.
Are you just saying that because your wife is holding a frying pan over your, or just off camera right now? In
Maybe.
another threat of violence?
No.
Jay Sabs, Deanna, do you want to give your impressions of the awful party you both planned together?
No, we said we had a good time. I think it was a great.
You're the
idea.
only
It was
miserable
different.
bastard.
It was definitely a different thing to do. I thought it was really fun. I think everybody had a good time. I really missed that the other two couldn't come, but
I know.
Who were the two that couldn't come? I didn't even fucking notice anybody was missing.
Wow.
Janine's brother and sister-in-law.
Oh, right. Nah, I don't really like them either. They would have just made it worse.
I had so much fun.
By the way,
not
if
gonna
they,
lie.
not to cut you off, if they would have came, people would have been concerned that we had a sea monster aboard. So that would have been a whole nother
Oh my god!
Coast Guard.
Why
would
is
have
that?
arrived. Your brother looks like a fucking. Anyway,
Do you
go ahead,
think
you were
that?
saying.
Wait, do you think that he
Man.
would have been out of control? I don't know.
You are
okay,
in rare
Janine,
form today.
Janine, you were saying. By the way, Janine was the life of the party.
She was.
With the aforementioned black gentleman and the rest of the people, she was dancing all about up on the.
Those people loved her.
They were
dancing
heralding her.
with
They were
Oh,
like, "Look
yeah.
at this white girl; she could dance."
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a real scene.
It was a good time. You refused to have a good time. That's your problem.
Right.
Well, Anthony,
You
also
went
last
there
time you had a good
thinking,
time
I'm
with
good-
us.
Yeah, exactly. You go there, you go into it saying, I'm going to be miserable.
No,
And then you make it happen.
no, that's
I mean,
You know
really, when
what
was the
though?
last time you had a good time?
Yeah, never. Probably when we went to like
Like when you get off the podcast and you go to bed.
probably. The last time he had a good time was when we went to a bar in the 50s on 2nd Avenue. That was years ago.
before I was.
What is that
married.
called? Like that area?
Like, what was it? Like Sutton?
No. Oh, maybe that's it.
Sutton Place? Was it called Sutton Place?
Yeah, I think you're right.
That
That's the
was-
last time. he
What
had a good
happened there?
time.
I don't even know what you're. Did I
That's
even,
how much fun it was because you don't remember.
Because it was years ago.
and I was young.
Yeah, years ago.
How many pounds ago was it? 60, 65 pounds?
Come on. At all of our weddings, you had a good time.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
You're just a cranky bastard.
No, remember
Especially
that
today.
one?
I don't know what's going on with you today.
Remember that one with the appetite, the Viennese?
Viennese.
hour? Yeah, that was good.
He almost
I
said
like that
Vietnamese.
That was all of them, wasn't it?
I tell you what, I wish we'd have a Vietnamese hour at one of these fucking weddings, but
That'd be
I'm
different.
friends with a pack of racists that refuse to acknowledge their wonderful culture.
Oh my god.
And on that note,
You're a piece of work. You miserable bastard.
And do you have any? I feel like I've monopolize the conversation here.
No.
Well, I mean, like, I can't really say anything good about the party since you're making the whole audience think that it was horrible.
It wasn't. You know. Here's the thing. Again, if it was for a 16-year-old girl, I would have been like, "Great job, Janine, planning the party." But it
Listen,
was.
at the end of the night, someone said, "Oh, Michael should, turn 40 every weekend. We had so much fun." I don't know who said that, but somebody said that.
I think Deanna said that. I think the wait staff said that.
That was the alcohol talking.
It could have been me. I don't know, but no.
No, but here's the thing, Janine, you made me walk into you. I felt like I walked into a trap because you had planned this whole thing, and I was rallying against it, and you let me just keep right on talking the other day.
Yeah,
Janine likes to plan parties, so we give her the reins.
What would you
This was
say is the
different.
best party you've planned, Janine?
ever.
Yeah. What's your proudest party moment?
Probably and it's gonna sound weird, but it was an warehouse Christmas party. Warehouse Christmas office party.
You're right. That does sound weird.
But it was good.
That sounds like fun.
And I was told it was the best party they had in 20 years.
Okay. Well, how about a party that one of us would have been at? That's we can't verify this made up party.
It's tough because I'm using other people's money.
Hold on. Is this the plot to Office Christmas Party? Because that's
No.
what it sounds like.
That was a good
but
party.
We need to
it
have
was
one of
similar.
All right.
It was.
I feel like you're just stealing shit.
those. What about your husband's surprise party? That was fun.
That was years ago.
Yeah.
All right,
You remember
counts.
that? That was 10 years ago, actually.
It was before all the kids. I still had my kids because my kids are old as hell, but they were little. Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was like right before Halloween. It was like
Yep.
on Halloween.
I think it was on Halloween. I can't
I don't think
remember.
we were invited to
It was
that
in
one.
the city.
Yeah.
You
Frank,
were
I didn't
invited.
know
Time.
you. I didn't know you till like 3 years ago.
I don't remember
True
this.
at all.
I know, I'm just kidding.
That's right. We didn't know each other till that. Yeah.
I don't think I was invited to this.
No, we weren't invited.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
By the way, Deanna, you did really good. I think we'll use you more. Because if people don't know, we're losing Janine at the end of this month because
Why?
October is mandatory New York State annual sexual harassment training month. And
Oh. You know what? I just got a thing on that on my phone for my job. I have to do that.
yeah,
But I want to be sexually harassed. So,
She's like,
So-
what do I need to say to get sexually harassed?
We're losing Janine for at least 3 to 5. Right?
yeah, she's not gonna. I mean, we're gonna rally around her. We're gonna be behind her. I just don't know if she can survive it.
Yeah, you're on your own on that one.
by the way, I might be on grand jury, so I'm so excited about that.
Oh, you'll have to report to us all the time.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
let
I
us know
hope
about the
I'm there
case
for, like,
during the
months.
case.
I
Oh,
can't wait.
God, I love it.
Is it Ghislaine Maxwell's trial? 'Cause that would be awesome.
I don't know. Maybe now it's a
Wow.
Imagine I got picked for that trial because I'm obsessed with being on jury.
That would
And
be
they're like,
amazing.
do you have any connection to
If
this
I
case?
could be a professional juror, I would so be that.
Telling you, that's the way of the future.
Yeah, I want to do that.
That's
All
the way
right.
it should be.
And
On
by
that
the
note-
way, Antoinette goes back to Malloy tomorrow, so she will say hello to all your coaches.
Excellent.
She's gonna say Uncle Sam, Uncle Frank.
Okay, easy with the names you're fucking throwing around here. Jesus.
Mhm.
There's a lot of people watching.
But
all right.
no, she said that she's excited, so she knows that it's important to you guys.
Yeah, she's going to be taught by our old hockey coach, basically.
Great. I can't wait. I can't
Okay.
wait till her fucking party comes. Where's her party going to be? Do you know?
Where
How
we
much
are, the
influence does
Swan
Janine
Club?
have? Can I plan this instead of Janine?
Go
Can we-
ahead, do it.
Where would you have it?
Shea
Wait,
Stadium?
which one? The Sweet 16 or the
We'll go with that.
confirmation?
I don't care. I can't tell the
Oh.
difference between your two kids. It doesn't matter. Just let me plan one of them.
Listen, the Sweet 16 is going to be a major thing. Everyone has to be there. Your kids have to be there. It's important.
And Frank gets his own candle, and I have to share with
He's the
14 other
godfather.
people.
You're an ass.
I'm not even going to be in the picture. They're going to push me
Look,
out towards the edge.
It's not even that it's like Uncle Frank and his wife. I don't want to say her name. So
Say her name.
I said it has to be her, Uncle Frank, and my sister because those are the godparents.
Okay. I will. Oh, your sisters. That's for another day. We
Listen,
gotta
that's
do
another day.
whole
She could
episode
come
on
one
that.
day.
Yep.
I will agree to share a candle if I can light it with a blowtorch. Can we agree on this?
Why don't you discuss that with Nick and see how it goes?
I have to light it
Nick
with
will be
Nick.
in with that.
Yeah, you have to light it all together. That's
Bring
the
your
point.
own blowtorch.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching and or listening. Don't forget to grab your Jumpstart coffee. Save 15% right now. Use the promo code AOA15 with the link in the description below, or click the banner on the homepage of anthonyonair.com. I want to thank our only guest of 2021 so far, Deanna, for coming on. Thank you.
So much
Pretty good.
fun. Thank you.
Yes. Did
Thanks,
you have a
Deanna.
good time, Deanna?
I did. I love this show. I listen to it all the time.
What
You
was
guys
your-
make me laugh.
What was your favorite part of tonight's show?
How you shit on the whole.
Doesn't matter. Nobody cares.
Oh, that was messed up. You are
An
a
asshole.
dick. You are a jerk tonight.
I'm gonna have to call it back.
And we lost. We lost Jace. You know what? Good for Jace. I'm with you on that one. How do I turn my? I can't get out of my thing. How do I turn?
I'm alone by myself. This is what happens when you tell the truth. I hope everybody can appreciate what I've done here this evening. Thank you, guys. AnthonyOnAir.com with all our links and information. And we'll catch you on the next one. Well, I'll catch you. I don't know if everybody else is going to still be talking to me by then.